see, I also want to touch upon this point that you shared just a moment back, that sometimes we have this hope that we will transform the world, but see, all of these things many times are coming from a very egoistic point of view. And there's a big ego that is speaking through these words. And so why are we wanting to transform the world? So that we look good, or we just doing it for the service because that's what we are meant to do? And that's why I think this connecting to the seed, God, the highest source of energy, reminds me of how God works in an incognito way, in a true altruistic way, and who doesn't want anything in return, is there just to serve, to help. And so, is there a possibility, maybe in reflection, in quiet contemplation, we can check, okay, is there a possibility for me to also serve from that space? And I really don't want anything in return. I'm just doing this, because this is what I'm meant to do. This is, if I'm not doing this, I'm not aligning myself with the flow of the universe. I'm somehow creating an imbalance in a way. I'm obstructing the flow of the universe. Then how can I be healthy too? How can I experience happiness? So I have to be what I'm supposed to be, like a pipe, a conduit, a hose. Is always there just to deliver water. I mean, it doesn't say, oh, hey, hey, I'm delivering water, you know who I am, hey, I'm so big and look at me, you need to shower flowers on me and things like that. I think that needs to happen at some point for us to really feel that we're doing it because this is the right thing to do. And I know, the people who will be listening to this in Facebook and all of that. And my sincere, at this point, hope is that there would be one or two people or somebody who gets inspired to really see it this way. Because I feel we're living at the height of selfishness. It's all about me. Did I get respect? Did I get acknowledgement? Did I get um, appreciation? Was everybody looking at me? Was the spotlight on me or not? How can I look the best in front of everyone? That's not what life is about. That's not how God designed the life to be. And if I continue to live this kind of life, I'll continue to create imbalance and continue to experience all the sadness that I experience.
Yeah, one of the things that we learned, in Raj Yoga meditation is that, God Himself says that I am your obedient servant. That is such an humble statement by God Himself. If God is saying, I am your servant, then how can we say that I am everything? And, I'm the boss, I'm this, I'm that. That's actually ego coming in. So we have to make sure that, ego does not creep in. And but at the same time, we have to maintain our self-respect, that I am a child of God and I have the power to really bring about a change in myself, because God has gifted me all the powers that are needed for self-transformation. Because before I transform myself, I need to really develop the powers that God gives me. I need to become aware of the powers. And also, before any kind of transformation happens, there is realization. Realization leads to transformation. And in order to really,
So we can put it as information realization transformation.
yeah,
So between information and transformation,
there
the
is
key.
the key is realization. You need to realize that this is where I really want to make a change. Otherwise, you yourself, it's like diagnosing the problem. So you go to a doctor. If doctor is not able to diagnose the cause of your fever, then you won't be able to get the right medicine. So diagnosis is important. So similarly, I need to diagnose my own sickness inside. What is not allowing me to bring about the transformation that I really want to see in myself? So I need to go to that cause, that source. I need to find that cause. And once I know that this is what is really coming in my way, then I can work towards, getting rid of that particular weakness or flaw or whatever it is. And then that transformation will happen to me. So a lot of, you have to use the powers, you have to use the virtues, you have to be very patient, you have to have faith,
So they
so
love multiple things. So
yeah.
not to contradict what you said, that bite-sized pieces, but
Yeah.
really speaking, now is the time to not to move away from bite-sized pieces and
Mm.
bring about a major shift, a tectonic shift in our consciousness. I think now is the time, that baby stuff, the kid stuff has to stop and really grow up.
Yeah. And with this faith that, yes, I can do it.
Yeah.
I have the power to do it because, I have been given this gift from God. So this faith is also important, and faith brings victory. If you have faith, then definitely you will win.
Yeah, but please do use bite-sized pieces if it becomes too overwhelming, so that you don't choke on it.
Yes,
But-
yes.
but-
I think it depends where you are
Right.
in your
Totally.
journey. If you just started, then you need those small portions. If you've been practicing for 20 years and are still working with bite-sized pieces, doesn't make
Yeah,
any sense. I think perspective
Right.
and honest reflection on where you are, and years don't matter, your own growth matters. So in
True.
my mind, if I know that I haven't made diligent effort for the last 20 years, then I need to make those small steps and
Right.
be committed to, just the basic dharnas and
True.
etc. But if I've already been doing that and it's not a big deal anymore, then what transformation, not on a self level, but on a community level, on a world level, am I working with
True.
is what my vision should be for
True.
myself. So I think
Yeah, no.
perspective
I
matters.
agree with you. And, so actually action does have to be in bite-sized pieces for sure. I mean, but what I was trying to say was, and inspire everyone,
Yes.
was to now create a big shift in the consciousness, do something real big, because now it's the time. And if not now, 2021 is going to be over, and
So in
2022 start.
in other words, we can say that put this transformation to the top list in your, top in the priority list.
Yes.
Yeah.
To-do list. We all
Number
have so
one,
many
yes.
to-do list, but now is the time.
Top 10.
Right.
To-be list. Maybe you can come up with to-be list. This is what I'm going to
Yes,
be.
that sounds great.
Yeah, this is what I'm going to be from today onwards. And then, check it out every day.
And, yeah, the quantum shift, the big jump that is needed now.